us get to the Fed. Thomas Jefferson, my guess is, would agree with President Trump that low interest rates are good. Is Thomas Jefferson on the same page as Donald Trump?
Well, I think they'd probably be on slightly different pages. I imagine that Thomas Jefferson would want to respect the independence of the Fed. And I do think that the sort of tactics that we're hearing are something that could potentially rattle investors. I do think equity investors want an independent Fed.
The equity investors want an independent Fed. Let's go to the October meeting. Jason, bring this up if you can, when you can. This is the October meeting coming up in the 54% likelihood of a Fed rate cut, just above the 50% line. The market is nudging toward the president's view. How will equities do if we get a rate cut?
Well, I think if we get a rate cut, and just to be clear, I am not in that camp. I don't think the economy calls for that right now. But I do think you would probably see some multiple expansion beyond what we've already seen. I do think it would be a risk-on environment. I think that's one of the things that's really been feeding animal spirits in markets over the last few months.
Laura, just going back to Fed independence, and good morning from London. I mean, equity markets want Fed independence, but is there a concern that they're not? Because I hear half the people coming on the program saying, look, President Trump can say what they want. These are seasoned professionals, and they're not going to be swayed by the president. And then others actually being concerned, and the market is pricing in a cut. Tom, you had that chart in September.
Well, I think that the equity market, I do think there are a fair contingent of people who want the cut. We did a survey a few weeks back, and we found about 2/3 of investors thought the cut was going to be the next move. But I do think they want the cut for the right reasons, and that's what I consistently hear from investors.